going at 5 o'clock and at work at 5:30, and some days before that. Anyway, we are headed to take Chris to school. He is in high school now, so it is what it is. As you can see, we're in the Supra, and I haven't been recording, but we have been driving this thing every day this week, and we've driven it a lot lately. So it's just one of those things where we work from home now, and this has pretty much become my I drive this more than I do anything. I drive this more than I do my truck anymore. But it is what it is. So let's head to school. I'm gonna put y'all up, let y'all ride with us, and yeah, hope y'all enjoy. I don't know, it's an old Chevrolet truck, Dad said, but it's got some kind of turbo. He's turning, so I'm glad I've done the video now. But it's got some kind of turbo motor in it. If y'all know him, let me know. Alright, next day, got the heater on. We got it a little warm in here. Let's see what the temperature is right now. Oh, it feels hotter than 68 in here. So we're just trying to get it warmed up. Paint's still, it's dry. We can touch it. We've done taped it, obviously. Got the little pieces out here, all the tape off. One thing we still got on it is the exhaust. The stuff is on the exhaust. But the little bags, let's just pull them off. I mean, they're easy to pull off, but it is what it is. So we got this thing in paint. Good. So today we're gonna work on, well, for one, Andrew's gonna come over and work on his car. But we're gonna put the braces back on in the front. We're gonna get the bumper put back on. We're gonna set the bumper up and see what's in the way, because we still gotta get the vacuum stuff working for the headlights to pop up and down, and then we eventually are gonna have to wire the headlights because some things that a previous owner had done, who knows, from 79 to now, who's done what, but somebody had changed it to the square headlights, and we put the round ones in it, if you remember the other video. And then we put the round ones back in it, but the plugs, they had changed the plug on the back, so we gotta change the pigtail. So we gotta change that, fix the air stuff, put all the brackets back on. We gotta put these back in, which I set one in there a minute ago, but I wanna put some tape on this piece right here in front of the headlight, because it kind of rubs that. So I wanna put some tape across that, a couple layers, that way it don't scratch it on both sides. Get those put back in, and yeah, so we got some work to do today, but hopefully we'll have the bumper on it today, and we can pull this thing outside. Of course, I'm gonna wipe the windows down. I'll use glass cleaner to wipe all the windows down, but man, look at that. You know, I have not touched this thing since I sprayed it. It's straight, just, you can see little specks there. This is straight out of the gun, y'all. Like, not too shabby. See everything over there. Obviously, you can see the curves in the car. But yeah. So let's get to work. It's 8:35. So I've been up here. I got up here about 8:10. I took Chris to school this morning, and I took the truck because we went to the dump afterwards. Yeah, just so y'all can see. All right, I'm pretty happy with it. So I'm gonna go over the materials that I use right fast, as far as what I use to do what stuff, so y'all can see that. And I mean, I'm just gonna straight up be honest with you. I did not use an expensive gun on this thing, or spray gun, whatever, sprayer. I don't know what I can and can't say on YouTube anymore. But I didn't use an expensive sprayer on this thing. I didn't really use expensive materials, and you see how it come out. You know, I spent this car is going to have some money in it, just for the fact that I've got a lot of time in it, not just in the paint, but we've done wiring. If you followed us, you know that we've done wiring on this car. We still got some more wiring to do, but dude, this thing it's really pretty. I'm really happy with it. But let me show you what materials we use right fast, and we'll go from there. So I use this after I got the car sanded. This is a direct to metal, so you can't put it on straight to metal. Obviously, we don't really have any metal on the Corvette except for the top of the headlights. But this is a direct to metal. It's a 4-to-1. Whenever I done it, you can mix this multiple ways. You can mix it as a high build, you can mix it as a primer, and you can mix it as a sealer. 4-to-1 is for the high build. 4-1-1, so one part hardener, one part reducer, would be, here you go, would be a 4-1-1 would be the filler, the hardener, the reducer, and that would be for a primer. And then you can just reduce it as you want, as far as how thin you want it. I didn't use any Bulldog at all on this project. This is the reducer I use for the primer. That's the reducer I use. And then this is the hardener that I use. Standard hardener. Of course, this is etch and primer that I use if I ever have to use it. I didn't have to use it on nothing. Don't have to use that on much, just for the fact that I use the direct to metal, but I do like having this around, and I use this to spray it in the sprayer. Then the base coat that I used was, where did it? Oh, it's Capsy. So this is the base coat that I used, Capsy coatings. There's your paint code, color code 31, dark blue metallic. It is a General Motors color. This stuff mixes 4 to 1. I was mixing it like 4 to 1.5, just so it would spray a little thinner. I like it a little thinner when I spray. It just helps lay better, in my opinion. It helps bring everything up as it comes to the guns, and that could be a product of me using the guns that I use. So there's that, and then I used this reducer. I use slow. You can't see it, it's marked out. You can see it a little bit. But I use that reducer with that. And the reason I use slow reducer is, yeah, it's probably warm enough. I could use a medium, or I'm sorry, cool enough. I could use a medium this week. But I use this because of the pearls in it. It helps lay the metallic, whatever. It helps lay it down smoother. It gives it longer for it to settle. You have to wait a little bit longer for flash times, but it is what it is. And then I use this clear. So this is a 4 to 1 clear. I don't mix it 4 to 1. I mix it 4 to 1 of the activator that comes with it. And then I use that and put 1.5 in it. So I've done 4, 1, 1.5, and it just tends to clear out a little bit better. It shoots a little better, shoots a little smoother. Just some little tricks that I've learned. Like, of course, you want to go by the sheets as far as what to use and everything. Of course, it's taking a little bit longer to dry. It really needs to sit in there and bake. But you can see how it laid down using 4, 1 to 1.5 and everything. So I use that. Let me show you. I started using a different gun for my base and my clear. As far as the style, I don't use the same gun for primer that I use for base and clear. I just don't do it, just because I don't want to mix all that stuff. But let me show you the gun that I use for my base, or for my primer. This is legit the gun that I use for my primer. This one isn't open. This is actually, I'm getting ready to use this on another truck that I'm getting ready to spray. I had to get another one. Usually, if I clean them, I know you can get these on sale for like 10 bucks sometimes, but if you don't get them on sale, they're like 16. That's the gun that I've been using for my primer. It's got a 1.4 tip on it. Even when I spray the high build, I never mix it just 4-1. I always mix it at least a 4-1-1, and it sprays fairly thick enough for me. The 4-1's a little too thick for me, so I use this for my primer. Like I said, this gun's like $16. If you find it on sale, you can get it for like 10. And then this gun is a little bit more expensive gun that I use. I say a little bit more expensive. It's like a $30 gun. It's a 1.4. It's a 1.4, but the tip is made a little different. See how it's got, I don't know if I can get the focus or not. So, see how it's got 3 dots around there and then 1 dot off to the side? This one doesn't have that. And I don't know if it's that or what the reason is. I gotta take this out anyway. See, it's just got 4 dots. 1, 2, or 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got 5 little holes. Where this one's got 3 holes and another one there, and then of course they both have the same on the sides there. But I use that gun, and then I always use one of those filters, and I always use a regulator. So, just a little rundown of the stuff that I use. Just a little rundown of the stuff I use.
for a job that turns out like this. Is there better guns out there? Yes. Would they benefit me? Probably. I've got a Devil Bliss gun. I haven't used it enough to get used to it. I started using those Harbor Freight guns and I've got used to them, and you know, we end up with stuff like this out of it. You know, so I did spray the hood on my Supra with a Devil Bliss gun. I sprayed the clear with it. It turned out really good, but I want to get some more practice with it before I start spraying, you know, customer stuff, because this is for a customer. But that's what we use. That's the sprayers we use. If you have any questions, hit me up. Big shout out to a lot of people that's helped me out over the time. You know, as far as like Jason Allison and, you know, Andrew Shuford and Courtney. I don't know if he even watches my stuff. He watches it every once in a while, but if he's watching it, he's helped me out. I message him every time. Every time I message these guys, they always hit me back. Sammy on Boost is my friend. If I've ever got a question, he'll always help me out. So just a big shout out to all of them and all of the people that's behind the scenes that's helped me out. So I appreciate you, but let's get to work on this thing. See if we can get those braces on. See if we can get this bumper put on today. Maybe y'all can see this thing with a bumper on it. This thing does have Chevy rallies on it, by the way. And he does have the centers. I've got the centers for it. So anyway, let's get to work. Well, it's getting that time. No, it's not dark. I just got everything shut off. No Corvette in here. We pulled it in the sun. I'm gonna go down here and do a little walk around of it in the sun. There's no bumper on it yet. We haven't put the bumper on. I wanted to pull it out in the sun and let it bake. And yeah, so it'll be out in the sun baking all day. Get it nice and hot. But let me show you what else we got done. So we got this thing put in primer today. So it's all one color, primered, ready to go. Truck's actually in pretty decent shape, other than a couple spots that we have showed you. But you just want it resprayed, so we're just respraying it. So we got that in primer. I'm gonna go down here and look at this Corvette. Start at the back and go around. So we're in the back anyway. Look at this thing. It's pretty. That is a really, really cool color. I was out here earlier, the sun was on it. And you can stand right here and you can see, I don't know how the camera picks it up, but you can see the whole hood look green. And then this was like a bluish into it, like blue and green and blue is just all, just the way the lines were on the car. There you go. Little walk around of it. So we're gonna work on it tomorrow. We might try to work on putting the bumper on and stuff and go from there. We'll see what happens.
Great country. Tonight we honor the members of the Marines, Army, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, and POWs.
Hey y'all, my son's a pole dancer. Look at him. Swing, Chris. Alright YouTube, so we've done something a little different here. If you follow me on Facebook, you already know what we did. But I'm gonna show a little clip of this, see what y'all think. Leave it in the comments what you think, whether you like this or the other way better. So we put the bumper on. No, we haven't painted it. As you can see, we have never had the bumper on it painted this color. So what y'all think? Bumper, no bumper? I'm kind of torn. I kind of like both. Ladies gonna come get in y'all's way. but I made it to where I can take it off easy. And that way, if I want to take it off, I can. I want to make a better way to have it on there to where it's like quick release type deal where I can take it off and set it off or something. I don't know. I'll figure something out because I like both. I like it with, I like it without, but it is on there. So anyway, let me know what you think. I don't get a lot of time to work on my own stuff anymore. I kind of got to make time when I can. So we brought this in here yesterday. Yesterday was Saturday. Brought in here, changed the oil, changed the transmission, or well, we didn't change transmission fluid. We added some to it. It was a little low. Put some, changed the gear oil, things like that. Everything looks good. When we took the oil cap off, we looked in it. There was nothing in the oil cap, so we're good there. There was no metal on the oil plug. I still got the filter. We'll probably cut it apart, see what it looks like just to see. I mean, we beat on this car for 4 years, you know, like it is what it is. If it's got metal in it, it's got metal in it. If it don't, it don't. We'll fix it if it does. Honestly, most time don't check it because if it goes, it goes, right? But we're going